Hi everyone, and welcome back to a new video, and today I'm going to give a little sort of overview review of the Demon Slayer film, The Mugen Train. So for me, and I'm late to the party on this, I'm probably a year late to the party on this film. I only recently just finished the Demon Slayer anime over on Netflix, so for me it's been one of those shows that I've been watching on and off for a while, and I kind of thought, well, knowing season 2's coming, well, it is here now, but it's not dubbed yet. I thought, well, it's time to catch up. I know they've got a film out, so I only had a handful of episodes left. So I literally watched the last episode and then jumped in and watched the film. So for me, it was an enjoyable film. It was fun, but it didn't feel like something I would have gone to the cinemas to see. It just felt like an extended TV show, like an hour and a half, 2 hour long version of an episode. I think they have since broken it up and done like a mini season breaking it up. I don't know how many episodes that is. If anyone's watched it, if it's any different from the film, like if it goes into more depth and draws some stuff out, let me know, because while I enjoyed the film, I kind of thought that it didn't get going until the last third. Most of it just felt like it was just filling in like a normal episode, and it felt like the only special big part that made it feel more like a film than just an episode was towards the back end. So for those that don't know, it literally carries on from the last episode of season 1 of Demon Slayer, where all the boys have been tasked to go on this train because spooky things and weird things have been going on. So they've been told to go meet up with Rengoku as part of their trying to get in with the rest of the big boy Demon Slayers. So they go on the train, meet Rengoku. Spooky things happen because the main bad guy has this set of children that helps put people to sleep and give them a dream state of something that they wish. So they're not really thinking. They go deep into this dream, a little Inception-y, and then these sick children get to siphon off something from them while they're dreaming, and eventually the big bad guy will come and kill everyone while they're in their sleep and cannot defend themselves. But as to be expected with our guys, they slowly start to figure out that while they're all in their own dream worlds, some of them start to cotton on quite quickly that this world isn't theirs. And some of them start to figure out that, you know, kind of like Manga Tanjiro, he lives within his dream world, like he's back with his family and everything's going fine, but there's this niggling thing going on with him. Like he'll see things and he'll be like, oh, where's Nezuko, and where's this, and his family's like, what are you talking about? And it slowly dawns on him like, this isn't real, this shouldn't be going on, and he finds a way to get out of the dream world. So most of the episode is with all the guys in their own dream worlds, and we get to find out a little bit more about Rengoku because we only saw a little bit of him towards the end of the season. And for me, when I first saw him with the rest of the guys, the higher ups within the Demon Slayer cause, I kind of thought, don't know about this, but I grew to really like him within this film, and he's got such just a fun persona to him. Like he's really sort of serious and loud, but then like he has his moments where he's talking to each individual character and sort of lets on a little bit more. He's going to help them train to the fire style, and there's just something really fun about the character. We're going to spoilers at the end. So while they're all in the dream worlds and battling the way out, it doesn't really pick up until Tanjiro gets out and Nezuko's there. She helped him get out, and then they go to fight the big bad guy. Really good fight scene, like the one thing you'll always get from Demon Slayer, a really good fights. I adore the animation style with the fights, the way that the swords sweep, and each style, the sweeps look different. It's beautiful, and it's something that like really helps the show stand out, is just the animation style. Also, we get like the fun comedy moments, but for me, like Zenitsu, I cannot stand him. During the show, there are times where I will literally just fast forward, just skip scenes until he's gone. I cannot stand him. I know he's going to be one of those show characters where people will be like, I like him, I don't. He gets better in the manga later on, but it's like, I'm kind of not waiting for that. It's kind of like, can it happen quick? Can something serious happen? And he kind of just switches and grows up. But his scenes I just kind of flip through, because you can tell when you're watching, like, the animation style goes from being this sort of serious to the sort of more 2D cartoony bouncy fun. So I just skip ahead. It doesn't do much for me. And also Inosuke I do kind of like, but because he's got the same voice as the main guy from Sword Art Online, sometimes I can't separate that, and it just sounds like it's just doing a louder, sort of angrier voice, and I can't switch that off. But character-wise, I don't mind him too much out of the two accompanying characters going along with Tanjiro and Nezuko. But the film overall, I enjoyed. It was fun. I'd have probably, if I were at the cinemas, I'd probably thought like I might have not got my money's worth. But because I watched it straight after watching the TV show, it just felt like a just continuation of the TV show, which is fine. For me, like Dragon Ball Broly, like that feels more like an event, something big, something bigger than what you'd get within the TV show to watch at the cinemas. Whereas this just felt like an add-on to the end of the season, which I think now why they've separated it as something to watch before season 2. So going into the spoilers, we'll go into the ending because that's where the most spoilers happen. We get to meet one of the 5 for the first time, actually, Tenjin, and I didn't think we'd be getting the ending we got. So basically, Rengoku and Tenjin have a fight. Brilliant fight. We get to see Rengoku just show off all his powers, all his strength, all his styles, and we get to see like how powerful one of the 5 top demons are. And it started to get somewhat Dragon Ball-y with the pace and action getting so fast. When it'd pull out and we'd be watching from the standpoint of the boys and just seeing them bounce around and things, it felt like how we get when we get watching Dragon Ball and they're up and we're just seeing spurts of like energy and wind and things like that happening. So it shows that, you know, these guys are really not to be messed with, even though like we've seen Tanjiro really struggle so far with some of the bad guys who are in the lower ranks. So knowing how much he has to level up to be able to fight one of the top 5, it's going to be a nice little arc to see him level up his powers and his sword skills, because he wants to learn the fire style now to go along with his water, which would be really nice. But in the end, Rengoku dies, and I kind of just thought, is it an ambiguous death? And like in season 2, we find out that he wasn't really dead. He was just like unconscious, and they made to revive him, but no, he's actually dead, which is quite surprising because we've just met this guy, and I kind of thought he'd be around for a while because I've seen loads of statues and toys of him, so I kind of just assumed he'd play a bigger part in the overall picture, not just towards the end of season 1, barely, but plays a big part within this film. Like, I was so surprised that they let someone go who was so powerful and part of the bigger clan going on, so really surprising. But overall, like, if I was to score the film, it'd be like a 6. If it wasn't for that last third, it might have been like a 5, like it's okay, or maybe even a 3, like, because not much happened. And when I think of like going to the cinemas to watch a film, I want to feel like I've got my money's worth, whereas this didn't. But that last bit and the twist at the end really picked it up and built it to be something a bit bigger and surprising. And a little bit shocking, because I didn't think they'd do that. So just a quick little overview review of this. If any of you guys have watched the extended cut version, or well, the cut down version, if it is extended, of the film as a prequel to season 2, let me know if it fills in any gaps or makes it a bit better overall. If not, I'll probably just dip into season 2 when that starts. But overall, I'm enjoying Demon Slayer. It did take me a while to get into the show, coming off the back of other ones, because it is a bit of a slow pace, and Zenitsu just irks me. And I know we get that in anime. You will always get that one over the top loud character, and sometimes I don't mind them, but he just rubbed me up the wrong way, and I kind of just want to grab him and slap him about and be like, grow up, stop it, grow up. Like, he's in serious situations, fighting demons are hunting him, and he just seems blasé and are just a bit too childish for it all. So I'm hoping there is an arc at some point. Feel free to let me know in the comments. I'm not bothered about spoilers for the future, but if he does grow up, great. If so, when? Will it be in season 3, season 4, season 5, or will we be seeing it in season 2? So anyway, let me know your thoughts below, what you thought of the film overall, and so far what you're thinking about Demon Slayer, and how excited for you for season 2. So thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, do all the algorithm stuffs. Catch you guys in the next video. Bye.